Hi Cancer, how are you? Let's check in and see what's going on in your world. It's a general reading, so take what works, leave what doesn't. I'm checking in for this month of October. I know I'm a little late. Sometimes life just gets in the way. So, anyway, here we are. So we're grateful, thankful for the messages, for the greatest and highest good for all of our Cancers, for the energies of this month that we are in. We're just coming out of a wonderful full moon in Aries. That was at the beginning of the month. So moving into a Mercury retrograde. I believe Mars is also retrograde. And then we had another full moon at the end of the month. So this is a big month. So let's see what's going on for all of you Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What's the dominating issue? Forward vision. You're looking ahead. That's good. All right, overall energy. You come out. You yourself come out reversed. The moon card. Some people see the moon card as Pisces. You're ruled by the moon. So I always see the moon card as being a Cancer card as well. So anyway, but let's look at this energy. This is the moon reverse. I mean, so I feel like you can't hide anymore. Things that I think you wanted to keep under wraps, how you're feeling. It's funny, I get insecurities, all of this kind of stuff. I feel like it all comes out. Can't hide anymore. You say what you got to say and then you move on. So you might, I just feel like there's a purging happening. And you're just like letting it all out. And I think people have been clueless as to how you really have been feeling. So, you know, you might be feeling a little bit of that this month. Now, recent past, I think you know it's time to move on, you know, because you can't keep going the way you're going. This is why all of this stuff is starting to come out. Okay, you can't hide. You can't pretend everything is good. It's just not. So I feel like there's this real awakening. You know, there's a real awakening of you needing to stand up, be who you are, and just kind of, you know, quit holding back. I mean, you're there's a lot of reservation in what you're about to do or say or whatever's coming out. I don't feel like it's coming from a second source. I'm feeling like this is you venting. I mean, there's something about your relationship. You know, it's like there's this, you can't pretend you love someone because you don't. So I feel like you're hurting them. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're with someone and the only reason why you're with them is because you don't want to hurt them, but it's hurting you. I mean, you know, you're very closed up right now. And it's like you need to come clean. You need to really speak your truth here because you can't keep going this way. And it's like you want to have new opportunities. And you have both the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. I mean, it's time. It's time. It's time for you to make your move, whatever it is that you were trying to do. And some of you may have already moved. Some of you will be moving. You know, it's that kind of thing. You're making a big shift, a big change. Yep. Something's coming completely to an end. I mean, it's like an old cycle, an old way of life. Because you can't keep it in anymore. You just can't keep it in anymore. You know, so off you go. Some of you feel, I pick up some of you feel homeless. You know, like you don't know what you're going to do, where you're going to go. But you know you can't stay either. You know, it's like you've got to make this move, even if it means you don't know where you're going. Oh my gosh. But, I mean, you've been in a very unfortunate situation here. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, we have the Death card reversed. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. We have the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this whole thing, I mean, it's devastating. I mean, you've been really walking around carrying this heaviness of this relationship, you know, just trying to keep it going because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, somebody's getting really hurt, you know, because why are you sticking this out? You know, why are you sticking this out? Especially when this relationship has been very painful. It was probably riddled with a lot of issues, you know, including, you know, other people. So you've been really confused emotionally. You haven't known what to do because you want to end this, but you don't want to end this. But you know you can't keep going this way. And there's this brand new beginning that's staring you in your face. So I think you're really looking at everything, how your life has been, what's making you unhappy. Maybe there's been trouble and conflict with you and, you know, your people because of somebody. You know, maybe there was distance. Sometimes that happens. You know, we hook up with somebody and all of a sudden our friends disappear. So I think you need to look at what is it that went wrong, you know, why, and you're really closed up. So you've got to like get it out and it's going to come out. It's going to come out probably by the end of this month, if it hasn't already. I think there's also a fear of when you open up, how the other person's going to respond. They might be very angry, upset, you know, because I think they saw a future and you don't. I like that there's the Four of Cups reversed here because that to me tells you that you're not going to continue with this old cycle. Like, it's like you're over it. You can't hand me any more cups. Because I don't see this future. I don't see it with this person. And there's other opportunities that are looming. I mean, there's this brand new beginning. But you have to close this. Even if it upsets people, even if it makes people angry, maybe you have to, like, just spit it out and run. I mean, you not doing anything has been giving you a lot of anxiety. I mean, because you've been sitting here waiting to do this. You know, but you've got to start breaking these old cycles. And you got to fix it. You know what I mean? You know, maybe if you guys are really tied, you know, some way legally, maybe, you know, you need to really figure out how to cut the cords, move on. You might still be dealing, some of you may be dealing with a legal issue from the past. That might be coming to an end, though. I see that that might be coming to an end. Anyway, you know what's going on in the world of the courts, don't you? But, I mean, you've got to get out of your head, okay? Especially if you're already gone. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if physically you haven't left yet, but in your mind you're out the door with this person, then, you know, once you open up, you know, it doesn't weigh on you anymore. It's not yours anymore. It doesn't own you, you know, these thoughts. It's amazing what a decision will make. But I do think some of you are going to be making a big change or a big move in your life. And, you know, not everybody likes it when people make big changes. You know, there are those people that don't want you to go, that want you to stay the same. And then if you leave, are you ever going to come back? And, you know, it's that kind of stuff. I mean, people fear change, but change is exactly what we need to grow. All right. Any advice for our Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Another Ace of Pentacles reversed. I just think it's just a matter of time. I mean, you might be struggling financially right now because I do see that some of you are feel like you're left out in the cold. What am I going to do? I have no money. You know, but I feel like opportunity is like swirling around you and you're just not seeing it. So keep that in mind if you're wondering, you know, how to make a little bit more money. And again, you've got to get out of your head and open up. Okay, you've got to get out of your head and open up. These cards, they're the same. We have the Ten of Wands with the Seven of Swords. I mean, come on. You know, you've been carrying this. I mean, you want to stay with somebody who, I mean, it's going to be a heavy relationship if you stick it out. You're going to miss some really golden opportunities, all because you don't want to hurt them. But, you know, if it's hurting you, I mean, you got to think about it, especially if you've already in your mind left. So you better look at this. You know, because this is one of those things. You want to keep things, you want to get things back in order again. You want to get your life back in order. But making this move could set you back before it sets you forward, because all of a sudden, you know, everything's on you. You've got to figure out where you're going to go, what you're going to do, because, you know, you're making a big change. You're closing. So I think it's time to open up. Seriously, Cancer, time to open up. Because that's what it's going to take so that you can deal with this. Heartbreak, that's a tough one, isn't it? Oh my God, heartbreak's tough. But you got the Ten of Cups reversed here with this person. You're better off going on your own, because you're going to be left on your own if you're with this person. I just don't see a good outcome, and you don't either. I mean, this has been already, it's been a difficult relationship. And you've gotten hurt a lot. So, all right, people, take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. This is for whoever needed to hear it. Look at this. Out comes the Five of Cups reversed. It's time to move on. Because if you're hanging on to all of these cups that are spilled, hoping that these two will work, it's just not going to happen. And I think you need, if you're in your mind, if you've already left, leave. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, rip that Band-Aid off, because there's no way around it. Nobody's going to feel good. Nobody ever feels good when there's a big change and somebody's going in another direction. But you got to heal from this. Come on. You've got to start, you know, moving on from all these past hurts and everything else so that you can have a new beginning. Moon card. I mean, you feel really connected to this person, right? And it's like, well, maybe we can keep this going. Well, maybe you can, but not if you've already got one foot out the door. This is, you know, you just did this. In your mind, you know, you're making plans. So I guess you got to check in with your plans, huh? All right, listen, I'm going to end it here. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So I will see you at another reading. If this one resonated, great. If it didn't, that's okay. All right, I'll see you at the next one. Bye.